Hi guys! So I just finished watching the live interview of Senator Bongbong Marcos, former Senator Bongbong Marcos, and I can honestly say that he is my president. He's my next president. Not anymore because that's what Ma'am Sara wants, but personally, it is the way he answers, the way the nuances, the way he explains his point. He's very presidential already. I mean, as much as I do love Ma'am Sara, and it's undeniable, but I get it now. I get it that he is the type of person that, para sa akin, I agree with what he says. Hindi ko man siya kilala. We've never interacted. But from that interview na naabutan ko, actually umabot na kasi ako sa time na yung pinag-uusapan na kakatapos lang ng pag-uusap about ill-gotten wealth and all the history part. You know what? You keep on saying na walang ginawa si Bongbong Marcos, but how is he supposed to explain himself when your interviews are always focused on the past, on his father, on what happened during the years when his father was president? How are you supposed to get to know Bongbong then? Kung kinain ng halos 30 minutes ng isang oras para sa issue lang na yun. Diba? Sa totoo lang. Isa yan. Pangalawa, sa usaping troll farms, wa mo na yabag? How can you even say that Bongbong Marcos or Ma'am Sara has troll farms? Honey, we got faces. We're not from Pakistan or India. Okay? We're real people. Organic. Murag vegetables nga maayo para sa imong lawas. Organic. So how can you say he has no expenditure on Facebook? None. Zilch. Nada. Okay? That's true. Number 2, he has a successful vlog that has been successful even prior to him running for president. Hello? And he wins in every survey, pwera Twitter, with actual people voting. Pag chinek mo yan, klinik mo yan, alam mong totoong mga tao, kahit isa-isahin mo pa yan. Pagdating naman sa kalaban niyang tanga, di ba, pag klinik mo isa-isa, taga Pakistan, taga India, kung iba yung pangalan, walang ang mukha, kundi pusa. Ay ko ninyo glabdaday. Pangalawa. Number 3, I love how he explained about political dynasties. About political dynasties. How can you make it illegal? Actually, I have an answer to that, sir. You make it illegal when people are very corrupt while in a dynasty. But if it's in the guise or in the cloth of like the Dutertes, yeah, you have to keep them in place. Because they're effective. Because the hybrid children is the hybrid or better version of the parents. Just like you with your father. Ako, I was not born yet during your father's time. But para sa akin, it does not matter to me. What matters to me is that, yes, I know you and I can see what you're doing and I can voice out my opinion whether I like what you're doing or not. And as of right now and what I saw, sir, you got my vote. And with the talk also of, what I also like about that interview with him is that yung tinanong siya about anong gagawin or sasabihin niya, I like that Bongbong Marcos does not try so hard. And he's a lot nicer than, I mean, honestly, if that was President Duterte, he'd probably say, bahala kung diya. Hindi mo, di ayaw. But that's the thing though. Because that's the heart of President Duterte. Because whether you like him or not, or kahit iniinsulto mo siya, tinawag mo siyang lahat ng pangiinsulto, he still serves you. His government still works and serves you. And explain at the time of Duterte is still going to continue at the time of Marcos. And that's what I like. Tama naman ang sinabi niya. Na kung gusto nyo, eto ang mga plano. Kung ayaw nyo, di wala kaming magagawa. Continue pa rin. Tuloy pa rin ang show. I like also when he was asked about the cabinet members being the best of the best. So we'll see then. Ang akin lang, napansin ko lang, hello naman tong nag-i-interview. Hindi nyo alam sa cabinet ko ano. What? So hindi kayo aware that Ma'am Sara wants to be the next D&D? What? So basta di sila yun natog mo, day? Next, what I also like is that he just articulates his point, and he has this hirit na, at least my politics is like that. Alam mo yung ganon. And lastly, to prove my point and to drive my point, this is now the reason why we must vote for Bongbong Marcos as president and Sara Duterte as vice president. Hindi pwedeng ibang tandem. Hindi pwedeng ibang tandem because we need a president and a vice president that agrees on policy and actually likes each other in real life. We need that. Because we did not have that for the last 5 years. We got a negatron for a vice president who knows nothing. So, di ba, pungkol ang labas. No offense. No offense sa mga actual na pungkol. Kaya mas useful pa ang mga pungkol kaya ang actual nga Leni Robredo nga kompleto man ito aglawas. Medyo kuwang lang sa utok. So that's what I'm saying. So now, it has been cemented. I'm so excited for the Boy Abunda interviews. I hope and I pray, I know that he is the king of talk for a reason, that it will not be about history. It should be about the present. We should ask Bongbong Marcos about the present. About his plans. Puwera sa tatay niya, honey, we've all been up to hear about history of how the Marcoses are this and that and all the negative things of what we say about them. Done. We get it. We get it. But it's the now, and it's the then, and it's the May 9, and what happens after he wins as president. And I hope that's clear. Ingat! Mwah! Hi guys! Okay, part 2 on my thoughts because I breathed into that interview already. Actually, sa totoo lang, I'm not going to watch pro-administration interviews of vloggers, of other vloggers, because mainstream media naman ang pinag-uusapan dito. Kaya yung pinanood ko kanina was the sa totoo lang interview ni BBM. So yun yung pinagbabasehan ko. Okay, ngayon. Number 1, if you guys are expecting me na iinsultuhin ko si PRRD dahil sinusuportahan ko si BBM, that's not gonna happen. Bakit? Because I'm going to also take the example of BBM that despite what President Duterte may have said against him, napakaganda po ng sagot ni BBM on the issue of the ICC. Okay? Ang ICC probe ay isa sa pinakamalaking dagok na ginagamit ng kabilang kubol ng mga tubol against kay President Duterte. Okay? So, that is one thing that para sa akin, despite the pronouncements of being a weak leader, I loved that the answer of Bongbong Marcos was direct. If gusto niyo pong pumasok, kung siya daw magiging presidente, kung gusto niyo pumasok at imbestigahan, dapat i-make sure ninyo na wala kaming judiciary system. Meron naman. O the fact na hindi na incapable kami, pero capable naman ng Pilipinas. Hindi siya outright na nag-defend kay President Duterte, but sinagot niya ang step by step kung ano ang gagawin at anong itatanong niya. At para sa kanya, hindi na nakikita ang rason kung bakit kailangan ng probe. Ang ganda. Despite being called weak ni President Duterte, yes, I heard that. But again, sinabi ko na yun sa video ko kanina, magkaiba ang communication ni PRRD at ni Ma'am Sara. Malamang kung i-compare mo ang angas ni PRRD sa lambing at kalma ni BBM, magkaiba talaga. Malamang. Diba? Sinabi ko sa previous video ko about BBM, yung kaka-post ko lang, diba? Kung si President Duterte yon sa mga kalaban niya, diba? Gagalitin niya, mas gagalitin pa niya, diba? Bahala kay dyan. That would be his answer. Because that's who PRRD is. Pero si Bongbong is, sige, di ba, kung ayaw mo, sige, ito, ipipresenta pa rin sa'yo. Ganyan, lalambingin ka pa. Si PRRD, walang ganyan eh. But that's it. That's him being president. Magkaiba talaga sila. Kaya kung kayo, iinsultuhin niyo ako dahil, dahil pinili ko, no. Sa start, yes, nirespeto ko ang gusto ni Ma'am Sara, kaya nag-BBM ako. Nirespeto ko ang gusto ni Ma'am Sara. But, I also know how to make up my own mind. Just the same way that, if you're expecting me na iinsultuhin ko or paparinggan ko si PRRD, ba't ko gagawin mo yun if I have the capability to tell him myself what I do not like? Ang kagandahan ng kasi is that PRRD listens. At kung ako man may problema talaga ako on how things are done, which I know I have, I tell him directly. I make it a point na sabihin sa kanya directly and in the people dahil gusto kong tumulong na mabago. Diba? The only reason why I voice out against sina Lenny, kasi nothing gets to them. Nothing. Tas isa pa ha, bakit ako nagsasalita talaga against Lenny herself? Because nung una, wala naman akong pakialam sa mga followers niya. Wala akong pakialam sa mga kakamping. Pero diba, you cast the first stone sa akin. You tried to, hit me with whatever you can. But the most that you can do is only get me banned on even Twitter and TikTok. Weak shit, guys. Diba? So, ito lang. I would never want to create a rift between Ma'am Sara and PRRD. That's family. That's family. I can relate to that. I have not spoken to my dad in more than a year. So I know what that's like. But even if hindi kami nag-uusap ng parents ko, I will never allow anyone else to insult them. Ako may right siguro, but even then, I don't even talk about them. Gets nyo ba yan? So, uulitin ko. PRRD may say that BBM is weak. He may say that. He may have many other pronouncements as PRRD is entitled to these pronouncements. But, fact of the matter is, BBM is still winnable. BBM is still leading in the surveys. Diba? Sinabi ba blatantly ni PRRD na hindi talaga iboboto si BBM? Sinabi ba, lumabas ba sa bibig niya na huwag niyong iboto just the same way that he says that about Kiko and Gordon? Gets niyo ba yan? Hope that's clear. Ingat!